Hi guys, welcome back to Finpact. I've got another Safemoon update video for you guys. So we had the AMA on Sunday, so basically yesterday, and Safemoon announced what their Operation Pheonix is. And Operation Pheonix is essentially their expansion to bring mass adoption in Gambia, which means that the number of people that hold Safemoon tokens will increase, and thereby that will help the price for those who are existing Safemoon holders. Now, many people were actually sort of disappointed by this being, what Operation Pheonix was. However, just remember in the AMA, they did say this was only a part of it. Yes, albeit they said it was a large part of it. People were expecting something a bit more to do with perhaps them developing their own blockchain. Now, I did see that they said no comment to the question about if they're developing their own blockchain, because they were asked if they were hiring people to develop this, and they didn't say no. So my guesses are that it's in the works, and they perhaps don't want to give false promises to people. They perhaps want to roll it out later, and also if they want to see different price rallies, they want to give information in separated segments so that the prices can respond to news rather than everything all at once, and for the price not being able to move further in the future. Now, Safemoon started off in my previous videos, as I was saying initially, what I thought was a hype coin. Now, I still think there is an element of that, but I think increasingly they're showing a use case with what they're trying to achieve, because the fact that they're expanding to Gambia is them taking that approach of banking the unbanked, because many people in Gambia do not have access to adequate banking facilities. They don't have banks, down every road sort of thing like we have in perhaps more Western economies. Bringing the Safemoon token to Gambia would increase its holders, and they were saying it would increase it by around 2 million users, which of course would help stabilize the Safemoon price, increase the price, because obviously mass adoption, more demand for the token means the price would increase. However, the problem was that I couldn't find too much online regarding this except from the AMA. There wasn't enough concrete evidence, and maybe if Safemoon was able to provide official statements from the government, from Gambia, that would be probably quite reassuring for us. I feel like with this initiative, Safemoon is transitioning away from that initial where people touted it to be more of a hype coin, more of a meme coin, rather than a real world use case scenario. But this initiative with Gambia for sure would increase their use case and increase their holders, and also help tackle real world problems. Now, let's also look at some of the other things that I don't think they touched upon enough and didn't emphasize enough on the AMA. I'm not saying that the Gambia initiative is not fantastic. It definitely is. But something that I think we should really talk about is the fact the Safemoon wallet. As you can see, they've got a card and it's integrated with Apple Pay as well, which would be so useful. I personally only use Apple Pay 95% of the time. So I think this would be fantastic. And as you can see, it's Apple Pay compatible. You can put it in a chip and pin, which is great too. It's contactless. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. I think this is a real use case. I've not seen many of these tokens have their own wallet of this kind, so I'm definitely excited about that. So two things they mentioned in the AMA that they really liked about the wallet was that the fact that it has a calculator, especially given we've got so many decimal points for the price of Safemoon, so that would be very helpful when it comes to doing calculations. And also they have a cancel button feature, which a lot of wallets do not have. Actually, a lot of you don't really get that even in bank cards, but that I find really useful, because I like the point they mentioned that sometimes you make a decision to purchase something, but you realize actually, I don't want to make this purchase. But the fact that they have a cancel button so that you can rethink the decision, it helps avoid impulse purchases, which I think is a great feature that this wallet has. So I really like this feature that they have in the wallet, as it will increase mass adoption in the world, having these features that make it especially unique, but also the fact that it's integrated with iPhone's Apple Pay, which is something a lot of people do tend to have. And then obviously starting off with Gambia, it would help them open up doors to more markets. Perhaps they're going to actually go ahead and try to build partnerships with other countries, maybe in Africa as well, which would be something great for the future. I think the fact that they've established this partnership would give many of the other countries perhaps confidence in Safemoon. But then I sometimes wonder, why is Gambia choosing Safemoon and not maybe Cardano or something like that? So it is something that I still think I'm going to be very sort of cautious about, and I want to see how things progress as time goes on. But it's definitely a great step for Safemoon going forward. And they also mentioned that if there is more users and mass adoption, there's more transactions, and more transactions means more reflections on a mass scale. And I really do like the fact that this, from a community perspective, they believe is, doing good in the world. And I've always mentioned on my channel that I really support tokens, coins, any sort of cryptocurrency stock or anything that has a sustainable, that does sort of have that social, responsibility. Because I know it's not a company, so I wouldn't, can you call it corporate social responsibility? Maybe not. But I see, a lot of these crypto teams are kind of like companies. I mean, essentially they're trying to execute something in the real world. So if they are incorporating social responsibility, I think that's fantastic, especially when it comes to their long-term sort of execution and success for what they are trying to do. So it's absolutely raining. I'm really sorry, you guys. Can you hear that? It's actually thundering. How am I supposed to film when it's thundering? Can you hear that? I think the mic's picking this up. I'm gonna have to wait and film when this stops. So another thing they said in the AMA was that their 3 priorities were the Safemoon wallet, the Safemoon exchange, and Operation Pheonix. And they will be giving more sort of indicators on the next steps in Operation Pheonix. So with regards to Gambia, they did say there is an incoming technical element they will cover regarding Operation Pheonix, but they've not given much more details on that. Yeah, so let's have a look at the price charts. So currently, the Safemoon price is down 15.95% in the last 24 hours. But you can see that it started with its initial run-up to its all-time high. And then we saw the huge crash, which I talked about in a previous video. And then we saw it started consolidating to the right, and then it headed to the upside. And now it's consolidating again to the right. And looking at the chart, this sort of trading sideways is something I think we'll see in the next few days. And then we will eventually hopefully go to the upside, but I don't think we're going to be seeing any huge, typical swings to the upside, the crazy rallies that you see in a lot of hype coins. I think Safemoon is now transitioning into more of a use case type of token. Sorry, I referred to it as a coin. It's a token. And once it starts transitioning, I think the growth will be quite steady towards the upside, which I think is better for the long term anyway. So this is a very brief update on Safemoon, and I do believe the price is going to go upwards. I think eventually, but I think it's going to be not like a quick rally like we saw here to the upside. I think we might trade sideways, and like we've got this sort of sideways, a little bit up, sideways, a little bit up, then I think we'll go sideways again, and then we'll go up again. So, but I do think that what they're trying to produce will actually give it real value in the long term. So personally, I think that's a much better thing. That's how I prefer to look at my investments in cryptos anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not going to keep it too long because I think a lot of you probably have already watched updates on the AMA. These are just my 2 cents on what I think about what's happened, where I think the price is going, and what we need to stay tuned on is basically how they're going to roll out these developments with Operation Pheonix, how they're going to roll out the technical side, and how they're going to really integrate this, an actual functioning product in Gambia, because obviously having a partnership is one thing, but having it fully executed to having holders actually use it, having small local businesses, farmers, etc. use the actual token is something else. So it would be interesting to see how they go ahead and do that, and I think that will help contribute to future price rallies as well. So guys, what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. Do you guys think that Safemoon has done the right thing? Do you think Operation Pheonix is something that you believe will be a success? And if so, leave it in the comments below. If you also enjoyed this video, hit that like button. It would really help me out in pushing the video out so people who can't normally see this video get to see this video. And yeah, subscribe to my channel. I make new videos every single week, and hit that bell notification so that you get informed on this time sensitive information. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.